Hey, it's Dusty, and we'll be playing Max Payne. Excellent, excellent game. Would definitely recommend it to anybody. It's just so much fun. And number 3 is amazing. So here we go. I'll shut up for the cutscenes.
Standby 1010, investigator reported disturbance at Acer Plaza.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
That's Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress. It's a war zone down here. 1085 dispatcher, need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
10-5, please repeat, 10-5, all units, emergency. Officer in danger, Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over. To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the pain started.
The American Dream, Part 1.
I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See, Alex.
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. Sun setting on a sweet summer's day. The smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A house across the river on the Jersey side. Beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come true. Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking. The sun went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding. Michelle, honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started. They'd give me the best seat in the house, front row center.
Okay, so, now we start.
What the hell? Something ugly had been tattooed on the wall. A map of things to come. It was a poisoned syringe, a magic tag full of diabolical meanings.
Anyways, so yeah, this is Max Payne. And my phone's ringing, so let's go answer the phone.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
So yeah, you may notice the voice acting isn't amazing in this game, but that's okay. This is 2001, you know, so it can't be perfect.
Michelle!
So something just happened.
Freeze! NYPD, drop it! Coming! You're gonna die!
Freaking owned.
No, please, God, no.
See, that's a little messed up. That is my baby child. It's a little messed up. Freaking die, you little juggy douchebag.
No, God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
And there goes my wife. I always love that.
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York.
Chapter 1, Roscoe Street Station.
I came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street Station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex. The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
All right. Phew. Let's go in here.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
Oh. That was weird. What's going on? Ah! There we go.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this?
What's going on?
Having too much fun taking care of the cop up there. Oh, well, what's the plan?
It's being stupid.
Gun down every mother-loving bastard.
Let's hope that fixed it. Okay, we're good. Just in case. Okay. So I'm gonna get all this ammo, get the painkillers.
The pills would hold the pain back for a while.
Yes, they would. Oh dear. Haha! Just got frickin' owned. I don't need your Desert Eagle. I'll use my Beretta.
Yeah, he's dead up there.
Woo! Frickin' shot you. So, fun little fact. This game, this game was written by a man named Sam Lake. And, Sam Lake, was the character model for Max Payne. So if you look at a picture of him, he looks literally exactly like Max Payne does in this game, except, he has, like, blonde hair. Well, at least the picture I saw, he had blonde hair. He might have changed it or something. But, anyways, it's a really fun game, and can be really hard if you make it really hard. So once you get the shotgun, this thing becomes like your best friend. I use this thing for most of the game. I'd recently, I actually just beat this on the PS2. Not, let's see, it was...
You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
Anyways, so I'd just beaten this on the PS2, I think 3 days ago. Because I bought Max Payne 3. And I was like, oh, I'm almost done with Max Payne 1. So I beat Max Payne 1. And,
We gotta get to the control room.
I had Max Payne 1 and 2. So I beat Max Payne 2 in like 2 days. And goodness, I gotta say, Max Payne 2 is freaking hard. Like, you have to start out on the lowest difficulty. And, needless to say, by the time part 2 came around, I was a little frustrated. So, this game, it's the first game to incorporate the bullet dodge technique, or the bullet time technique, which is where you slow time down and, you know, you can see the bullets and all that crap. So this is the first game that does that. And it's not based off The Matrix, it's actually based off of John Woo. So there's a little fun fact for you.
Home free. This way. What's out?
So that didn't work out too well for him. But, let's see what I can do. Alright. Oh. Could have gone a little better. But nothing the painkillers won't fix. That door's locked. That door is not. And we're in for another cutscene. I think. Maybe not, but maybe. Painkillers.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. The power was back on.
I'm gonna go ahead and use one more painkiller. So I'm at 5 now. 5's a good number to be at. You can only hold 8 painkillers. That's the limit. Which may not seem like a lot, but trust me, it's a good amount. Unless I'll be quick saving a lot in this game because there are a lot of times where you can get completely screwed over. So it's good to save very frequently. So, into the train we go. And out of the train we go. And maybe back into the train we go. There we go. And off we go to our next adventure. Well, that was a fun
So
trip.
much for being subtle.
So much for being subtle. Cool thing to note. Well, whatever. No. Max Payne 3. All of the achievement, well, not all of the achievements, but about 95% of all the achievements in Max Payne. Whoa. That didn't go far at all. About 95% of all the achievements in Max Payne 3 are quotes from Max Payne in the first 2 games. Like, there's actually an achievement called So Much for Being Subtle. Let's go ahead and save, because that looks ridiculous. Alright, we're good. Totally just own those guys. So yeah, this is it's developed by it's a company called Remedy. They did the first 2 games. Chapter 2, Live from the Crime Scene.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down in Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
Cool little thing. If you throw grenades in this hole right here, later on, there'll be rats on the floor, and they will start shooting at you with Desert Eagles and Berettas. Really glad they have bad aim, just like me. So, yeah, this was made by Remedy, and a common misconception is this game was made by Rockstar. It's technically right, but it's technically wrong at the same time, because Rockstar made the port. They helped port it from the PC and the Xbox to the PlayStation 2. So in essence, it was ported to the PS2 by Rockstar. So it wasn't technically made by Rockstar. They just helped in a small detail. So no, it is not a Rockstar game, and neither is the second one, except for the PS2 version. Well, I think the same thing applies for the second one. I have to check into that, but I know for a fact I'm right on the first one.
But also it's...
Pardon my absolutely horrible game style. Okay. Gosh, I'm kind of sucking pretty badly right now. But I still have painkillers. Painkillers become very frequent. These rats would start shooting at you with Desert Eagles and Berettas.
What was that?
That was weird. Okay.
Hold on here. Give me the detonator. What are you talking? Whack!
Bullet time. No, I don't want to shoot dodge. No, why are you shoot dodging me? What am I?
The door had been welded shut ages ago, and the bomb was missing a detonator.
I'd actually gotten this far when I bought Max Payne, and I died later on. Back when I get to the bank vault, you'll see. When I got to the bank vault, and I died, and I was like, "Oh, this game sucks. It's so hard." So I stopped playing it, and then my stepdad's like, "Oh yeah, we pre-ordered Max Payne 3," and I'm like, "Okay, well I gotta start." Oh no, when we pre-ordered Max Payne 3 is when we bought them. When we bought 1 and 2. So I died. Anyways, so that's when we bought them, 1 and 2, and they were like dirt cheap. Anyways, we bought them, and
The door had been welded shut ages
it wasn't
ago, and the
until
bomb was missing a detonator.
I was told that there's a very good chance we were going to definitely get Max Payne 3. So I was just like, alright, so I started playing number 1 again, and I just straight up beat it.
Police are on their way. New York's finest. They're gonna be here.
So much fun. I absolutely love this game. No, I didn't want to shoot dodge. I just want bullet time. I'm still getting shot. I'm gonna die. Okay, I really don't like how I'm doing right now. I'll indulge myself and keep on going, but... Alright, I picked up some painkillers. Woo! So I could be doing worse. But I could be doing so much better. There's more painkillers. Let's see. Let's go to this.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking, and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
Generally, that tends to happen when you're in a bank robbery, even if you're not part of it.
The bank robber's score lay on the table. The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
A bit closer to heaven.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
You'll notice Max Payne, he talks in a lot of metaphors. That's just kind of like the way he goes. But I enjoy it. I find it really amusing. I absolutely love the story to this game. Okay, there's two more guys right up here. Oh, I'm sorry, three. And that is about all for Chapter 2. So I'm going to end it after Chapter 2. So, I think I'm going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. So, I guess I'm going to start Chapter 3 because they just fade right into each other. But there goes that. And that should be the end of Chapter 2.
Hold it. Max, Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot you.
Alex, we're glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery. A tunnel job straight through Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall.
The audio is very quiet.
This is Lupino's gate?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to take a place? Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
If it's Lupino, it's... Alex?
Pretty much
Alex!
all that, if you didn't hear it, all it was is,
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
okay, I'm still in Chapter 2. So I'm going to finish up Chapter 2. But pretty much all that happened was, that was Alex, his friend in the DEA. And he's just like, hey, bank robbery, what the heck? And he's just like, it's Jack Lupino's men. And he's like, Jack Lupino's behind this? He's like, yeah. And then he died. Whoa. Okay, so, after that horrible playing that you saw, and absolutely horrible shooting, let's try that again. How do you do this? Is it F8? Okay, that'll work too. Sorry, I don't remember how to quick load. Oh, what the freaking crap. That was stupid. Okay. There we go. Let's save again. Okay, killed that guy. Let's get these painkillers. Let's use one of them. And let's get the frick out of here.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes.
Chapter 3, Playing at Bogart.
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing it Bogart, like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he says bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ha-ha! Pain to the max. Junk squad kid. Gotta take him.
Okay, so that's it for Max Payne for now. Thanks for watching. Be sure to watch more, and I might do some more Max Payne sometime eventually. Oh no, let's not do that. But in the meantime, enjoy it. Goodbye. Oh, that sucked. Goodbye.